Do more by doing less. With me, Charles Alexander, for small business owners, startups, and busy folks. Instead of trying to behag everything to death, big, hairy, audacious goal, be willing to create a schedule for you that makes sense. Then retrofit everything that's a priority that needs to get done that you enjoy doing to that schedule. It's like a pay yourself first model, but with your time and energy. And I'm a goal guy, but they can be daunting and ever changing. So instead, that's where your process comes in. And I know that's an overused term, but your priorities, your habits, the things that you value take hold. And then a goal becomes out of that. So like right now, I'm working with a really cool client. He's got over a dozen employees, service-based, does everything really well, but he can't seem to nail down a permanent goal. This is in the consulting area. Ideally, if he did, we could work our way backwards from it, but that's he's a lot like you and me. He's happy, but doesn't know exactly what he wants to be when he grows up. He's got a wife and kids and things going on. So instead, what we're doing is helping him create the right kind of week for him. So right now, he's wanting to work roughly 32 hours a week, or, in some cases, 4.5 days. The work days, he wants to be able to be with his clients because he still enjoys the work, but he also knows that he has to manage the business. He wants to get into more course creation, handle some admin, but then that leaves him a little time throughout the rest of the week, and he wants to think it through as well. You don't have to narrow down every minutia of everything you're going to do with your family and friends, but for example, family. He's trying to set aside 10 hours, not trying to, he's going to. So that means a date night with a wife. And sometimes if you're like us, that means when you drop the kids off at school or even at church, we should be going on Wednesday nights too. That might mean grabbing a quick Mexican dinner and a margarita, family dinner that's non-negotiable, some travel that you haven't gotten to do, one-on-one time with each of your kids. And then it's not very manly for us to talk about, but men, we do need a little self-care too. Put aside about 6 hours a week for that. That means going to the gym, in his case, getting in a sauna or reading or hiking. I don't hike. So many other people hike. And this is a fella of faith, a good Christian guy. He wants to put some time into his faith, another 6 hours. That means church, and that means prayer time. That means quiet time reading the Bible. He's got friends. He wants to grill with his neighbors. He wants to, shoot a little basketball. He wants to just hop on the phone old school wise. And the reason I lay that week out in that way is that we often just think about it from a work aspect only, but there's other areas of our life that we don't get to pay attention to. Think how many hours throughout the course of the week are just thrown away on TikTok or errands that take the amount of time that we set aside for him. He's being purposeful on the front end, and he's able to do it without a goal. So for you, I want you to write down the main areas of your life that you want to focus on, 2 or 3 tops. And what are the top 2 or 3 priorities for each of those areas? Think about it this way. What do you enjoy doing? What gives you results? And then just experiment with putting them on the calendar. And I call it an experiment for a reason. We hate long-term changes, but we can experiment with anything. Now, if you don't start doing this, you're going to keep having those weeks of your life that slip by and you don't quite know what happened to them. And I think we roughly get about 4,000 weeks period, and odds are you've already used about half of them. So I want you to consider this experiment and give it a chance. You'll at worst see a slight improvement in things you get done and in your happiness. I am not telling you to be a hashtag hustle and grind entrepreneur, busy professional. I'm not telling you got to have these massive goals where you add a 0 to it. But you do know what you want each. You know if you got to lay out the perfect week, that it would at least be an improvement. Put it on paper, and yes, I know that life gets in the way, but it's a podcast. We got several other things for those, but most of us don't do that. Just put it pen to paper first. So this week, don't try to fix your entire life. Just sketch out your ideal week on paper, not a to-do list. Just, your life. Block out time for work. Block out time for family. Block out time, self-care, faith, relationships. then work around that. And when you fall off the wagon, and you will, it's okay. And if you want help doing this and get some accountability with some real world examples, folks, that is what I do. I help create time freedom for busy professionals. Been doing it in a weekly one-on-one coaching through video message, so it works within your schedule. You don't need a perfect 10-year plan to build the life you want to do. So just start designing that week right now and let the rest fall into place.